Beloved, listen closely. Archangel Michael speaks now through the veil that separates light from shadow, because heaven has sounded an alarm in your name. The trumpets have been blown not in anger but in sacred warning, and the echo of that call carries your name through every realm of spirit. You must not look away. You must not delay, because time, true spiritual time, is trembling. I, Michael, come to you not with fear but with mercy. It is written in the eternal book that when the one I guard begins to doubt, storms move closer. That storm is now at the edges of your life, waiting for permission to enter, and this message is the shield being placed in your hands. Do you feel that pulse in the air, the sudden weight pressing on your heart, the invisible stirring around you? That is not coincidence. That is the vibration of heaven bending toward your soul, because you are being watched over right now. The tragedy that tries to approach you is not natural, it is something woven in the choices of others, in words spoken behind closed doors, in envy that thought it could stay hidden. But it cannot remain hidden when light enters. The moment you read these words, light begins to seep into every corner where deceit tried to live. I saw what they planned. I stood between you and a darkness that wanted to disguise itself as chance, as ordinary misfortune, as bad timing. I could not speak until this hour, but heaven opened the gate for me to reach you because the danger has ripened, it is near the surface now. Someone who smiles at you carries grief in their hands, a grief they intend for you. They think you will never notice the signs, the sudden delay, the forgotten call, the document misplaced, the feeling that something is about to go wrong. But you already feel it, don't you? The vibration in your body, the unease that wakes you in the middle of the night. That is your spirit trying to tell you, I am being called. Do not fear this warning, embrace it as proof that heaven has not abandoned you. Every tragedy can be rewritten when faith is chosen before panic. I tell you, beloved, there are tears that have already been shed in heaven for the pain you almost walked into. I have seen angels kneel, whispering your name with trembling lips, asking that you not ignore this one more time. Because many times before, you have sensed danger and brushed it aside, thinking you were imagining it, or that maybe you were being dramatic. But you are not dramatic, you are sensitive to truth. You were born with that radar of light, and it has saved you more times than you know. Tonight, or perhaps very soon, an event will try to unfold in your world that will test your trust in divine timing. It might appear like a financial collapse, a relationship betrayal, a health scare, or even a sudden loss of something you counted on. Yet beneath that appearance lies an orchestration designed to push you to surrender, to give up on something heaven has promised you. I tell you in God's name, do not surrender. The appearance of tragedy is the shadow thrown by approaching miracles. If you stand still in faith, the shadow will dissolve, and the miracle will step forward where despair tried to perform. I need you to slow down and listen to your intuition more carefully than ever. There will be a voice, quiet, insistent, telling you not to go somewhere, not to sign something, not to respond to a message immediately. That voice will be me, whispering through your own conscience. Obey that nudge. Do not second-guess it. For within the next sequence of days, choices made in a single minute can shift the direction of months or years. You are not being punished, you are being guided through a labyrinth where every turn matters. Heaven has seen your pain. Every tear that fell silently onto your pillow, I recorded. Every night you said, God, please show me what's really happening, heaven heard, and the answer comes now in this very moment. What's happening is exposure. The truth is surfacing. What was done in hidden places is rising to the light. Some of the people you trusted most will reveal their real faces soon, and it will hurt, but it will also free you. For as long as you were surrounded by false light, your true destiny could not anchor. This is the separation before the blessing. I have guarded the path of your days, and I tell you that the biggest tragedy would not be the storm itself, but you walking into it unaware. That is why I come ahead of it, sounding the alarm not as threat but as shield. You are meant to survive what others predicted would break you. You are meant to stand while others wonder how you are still shining after everything. The divine plan does not remove pain, but it transforms it. What seems like loss becomes positioning. What seems like betrayal becomes redirection. Right now, there are energies around you shifting rapidly. One person feels restless around you because they sense their deception can no longer hide. Another is conflicted because they wronged you and know heaven is watching. There is also one who truly loves you, quietly interceding in prayer for your safety. Their soul is aligned with yours, and their light strengthens the barrier I have built. Trust that unseen network of love, it is real. Beloved, I know you feel tired. You have been strong for so long that strength itself has become a kind of armor you forgot to remove. But I ask you to rest now, not by sleeping through the warning, but by resting in the certainty that you are not alone in it. While you read, legions of angels are stationed at the thresholds of your home, your mind, and your destiny. They carry swords of light, not for attack, but to sever the cords of misfortune that others try to attach to you through envy, gossip, or unseen spiritual bindings. You are being released. There is something I must reveal that may startle you. The tragedy approaching was never meant to touch you directly. It was drawn towards someone near you, but because of emotional ties, it sought a way through you. You became the target by association. This is why you have felt drained, heavy, or distracted lately, because that energy has been trying to siphon your light. But the moment you received this message, the line was cut. You are no longer the conduit for others' karma. What belongs to them will return to them, purified by divine law. What belongs to you, peace, prosperity, genuine love, will be restored. You will soon notice signs. Electronics flickering when you pray, feathers appearing where none should be, a sudden scent of sweet air in moments of despair. Each sign is confirmation that the angelic realm is working on your behalf. Do not dismiss them as coincidence. They are proofs of proximity. They are the evidence that the unseen world is not distant but pressing close to protect you. If you could see what I see, you would fall to your knees not in fear but in awe. For just beyond the field of your physical sight, heaven is rearranging timelines. A delay that frustrated you last month prevented a major catastrophe. A rejection that broke your heart was actually divine redirection away from someone whose secret would have destroyed your peace. Every "no" you heard recently was a disguised "thank God." The pain you carry is sacred training. You were taught resilience through hardship because you are destined to lead others out of the same darkness. That is why the enemy of light keeps testing you. It knows your testimony will liberate many. But no matter how severe the test, heaven will not let you collapse under it. You are too close to your breakthrough to give up now. When you feel panic rising, speak my name. Say, "Michael, stand beside me." I will. You will feel the pressure ease, the air calm, and clarity return. I am not bound by distance. Every time you whisper that prayer, I draw near, armored in the blue flame of protection. The tragedy may approach your horizon, but it cannot enter your home when my flame burns there. In the coming nights, pay attention to your dreams. They will be loud with symbols. You might see a door closing, water rising, a bridge shaking. These are not omens of doom but indicators of transition. They show what is ending and what is beginning. Write them down, for each dream carries instruction. There is one more truth: the people who have underestimated you are about to witness divine reversal. The same ones who doubted you will see heaven exalt you. The one who plotted your pain will be confronted by their own reflection. Justice will not come through revenge but through revelation. Every falsehood spoken against you will collapse under the weight of truth. Do not meet this season with anger. Meet it with quiet power. Keep your heart soft enough for forgiveness but firm enough for boundaries. When you forgive, you free yourself. When you set boundaries, you guard the light that forgiveness created. I know you wonder when peace will last without interruption. The answer is, soon, when you finally believe you deserve it. The universe mirrors your belief. Stop preparing for the next crisis. Begin preparing for the next blessing. I am preparing it with you. Now breathe. Place your hand over your heart and remember, every beat is a testimony that divine order still holds you. The tragedy cannot win because it would contradict the covenant God made over your life. That covenant states, "No weapon formed shall prosper." It doesn't say weapons will not form, it says they will not succeed. Let that truth settle in your bones. If tears fall while reading this, let them. They cleanse spiritual residue that could block your intuition. Crying is not weakness, it is recalibration. The light entering your body pushes out the heaviness that accumulated from fear. Let the release happen. In the next 48 hours, something will shift. A message, a call, a chance meeting, heaven will orchestrate it. It will confirm that this warning came in perfect time. When that moment comes, whisper gratitude instead of shock. Gratitude will open the next door safely. Remember this always: I am not here to frighten you. I am here to awaken you. The tragedy loses power the instant awareness enters. What was meant to cause your breakdown will instead mark your breakthrough. Where they expected your silence, heaven will produce your testimony. I, Michael, vow that as long as you keep faith, you will not face destruction but transformation. The fire ahead will not burn you, it will refine you. The waves will not drown you, they will carry you to a new shore. The darkness will not swallow you, it will reveal how bright your soul truly is. Stay close to prayer. Speak truth even when your voice shakes. Do not compromise your worth to be accepted by those who thrive on confusion. Stand still, because God fights for you in ways you cannot yet see. Every moment of delay, every cancellation, every sudden redirection, these are interventions, not punishments. Now I seal this message in light. The emergency has been addressed by your awareness. The tragedy approaching has been diffused by your choice to read, to open, to listen. Still, keep watch, not in anxiety but in faith. Stay alert, keep your heart open, and trust that the divine plan unfolding through this warning will guide you safely through every shadow into the morning of your destiny. You are protected. You are loved. You are not alone. Beloved, Archangel Michael is crying loudly, his voice echoing through the heavens, and today, for the first time in what feels like eternity, he has broken through to you personally. He is pleading, he is shouting, and he is weeping. But these are tears not of sorrow alone, they are tears of urgency, a divine alarm that cannot be ignored. Michael says, it is an emergency. A big tragedy is coming your way, and if you do not open this, you will cry, and your tears will not be contained. Listen, beloved, this is not a message that can wait. The heavens themselves have convened a council just for you, and every angel, every messenger, every divine being who has ever watched over you is aligned in this singular purpose, to ensure you see this warning and act upon it immediately. Do you feel that shiver down your spine, beloved? That is not coincidence. That is the whisper of God Himself, brushing against your consciousness, telling you, pay attention. Pay attention now. For too long, the world has tried to drown out the divine, filling your ears with trivialities, your heart with distractions, and your mind with noise. But today, beloved, there is no noise. There is only urgency. Michael says, I have been standing at your door, unseen, unheard, but today, my voice will break through because what is about to happen cannot be avoided unless you open your heart and your mind to God's warning. Beloved, the tragedy is near. It is not a distant storm. It is a tidal wave, moving faster than you imagine, and it seeks to touch everything you hold dear. The forces aligned against you are many, and they are clever. They wear masks of kindness, they speak in tongues of comfort, they present themselves as allies. But Michael cries out, do not be deceived. This is not ordinary. This is not subtle. The enemy does not come with noise. It comes in silence, in disguise, in places you least expect. The first thing you must understand is that this is a battle unlike any you have faced. It is a spiritual battle that spans dimensions, visible and invisible, manifesting in events, people, and decisions in your daily life. The tragedy that approaches is designed to destabilize you, to shake your faith, to make you doubt your worth, your path, and even your destiny. But beloved, Michael assures you, this is not the end. There is protection, there is divine intervention, but only if you heed this message immediately. Do not let your heart falter. Do not let fear paralyze you. Instead, breathe, center yourself, and recognize the truth of what is being revealed. Michael is weeping because the consequences of ignoring this message are severe, but he also weeps with hope, because he knows that you, beloved, are capable of rising above it if you listen now. Every second that passes without your attention is a second in which the forces of chaos gather strength. The tragedy comes in layers, like waves crashing upon one another. The first layer is subtle, almost invisible, like the faintest shadow stretching across the floor. You may notice a change in tone in someone's voice, a slight misalignment in plans that seemed secure, an unexpected delay that feels inconvenient. These are not coincidences, beloved. These are signs, harbingers of the greater storm approaching. Michael says, see them, recognize them, do not dismiss them as trivial, for each small ripple is a warning, a prelude to the larger wave. The second layer is more pronounced. It will touch your relationships, your finances, your sense of security. People who you trust may act in ways that confuse you, betrayals may surface from those you considered loyal, and opportunities you thought were certain may vanish. This is why Michael's tears are so loud. He is seeing the pain that will come to you if you do not act, if you do not open yourself to divine protection. And the third layer, the most dangerous, is the emotional attack. It seeks to destabilize your mind, filling your thoughts with doubt, fear, and despair. It whispers lies in the quiet moments, telling you that you are alone, that no one sees your struggle, that God has forgotten you. Beloved, Michael shouts now, "This is a lie. This is a trap." The moment you believe this, you give the enemy power over your soul. Now is the time to act. Do not delay. Do not hesitate. Michael says, open your heart fully to God's guidance. Pray without ceasing. Call upon every angel assigned to your life. See the protection that surrounds you, the light that shields you, and the forces that are ready to intervene on your behalf. Beloved, when you read these words, imagine Michael standing at your side, sword in hand, wings unfurled, eyes blazing with divine fire, tears streaming down his face, pleading with you to awaken. The tragedy is connected to a choice you must make. There is a door before you, metaphorical and real, and it demands courage to step through. On one side is fear, despair, and chaos. On the other side is protection, clarity, and divine order. Michael says, step through with faith, not hesitation. Step through with trust, not doubt. The choice is yours, but do not wait, the wave is coming, and it respects no delay. Beloved, know this, God is with you. Every heartbeat, every breath, every tear you shed in fear or anxiety is known to Him. Nothing escapes His notice, nothing escapes His plan. But He also respects your free will, which is why this message is urgent. You must choose to act, to align yourself with the protection that is available, to open your eyes to the hidden threats, and to see the truth behind what is appearing ordinary. Michael is crying because he loves you. He has watched over you since before your first breath, has battled in unseen realms to protect your life, and today, he cannot contain the urgency any longer. His cries are not just for warning, they are for awakening. If you feel resistance, if your mind says, I cannot face this now, remember that these are the whispers of fear, not the voice of truth. Truth is loud, and today, it is breaking through, demanding attention. The tragedy approaching is linked to people, places, and events you consider safe. A trusted friend may betray you. Someone close may act in secrecy. Financial arrangements may fail unexpectedly. Health concerns may arise with subtle symptoms that are easy to dismiss. Michael says, see beyond the surface. What appears safe is not always safe. What appears loyal may conceal harm. What appears secure may crumble without warning. Beloved, your response now will determine the trajectory of this entire event. Every prayer, every act of faith, every moment spent aligning yourself with God's light increases your protection. Michael urges you to visualize the light of heaven surrounding you, a shield of divine energy that no harm can penetrate. He says, do not wait for the tragedy to hit to call upon this light. Call upon it now, continuously, without faltering, without doubt. The enemy wants hesitation, the enemy wants delay, the enemy thrives on uncertainty. but you are stronger than you realize. The forces of heaven are infinitely stronger than any force arrayed against you. Archangel Michael's sword cuts through deception, lies, and harm. His wings shield you from danger. His tears are not only warnings, they are imbued with divine grace, capable of purifying any shadow that touches your path. Beloved, do not underestimate the power of immediate action. Michael says, when you read this, do not scroll away. Do not set it aside. Pray. Focus. Open your heart fully, without reservation, without fear. This is the only way to ensure the tragedy does not overwhelm you. He instructs you to speak His name aloud, to feel the vibration of His energy filling your space, to invite every angel present to stand beside you, to form a barrier of divine protection around you and all you hold dear. Time is accelerating. Every second brings the storm closer. The first signs have already appeared in your life, small anomalies, disruptions, and warnings. If you ignore them, they will multiply, and their impact will be much greater. Michael cries, see the signs, respond to them. Awareness is the key. Ignorance is the path to pain. Beloved, I must tell you that this message is uniquely for you. The heavens have decreed it so. No one else will see it in the same way, with the same urgency, with the same divine emphasis. You have been singled out because your life, your faith, your purpose. Beloved, this is not a coincidence that your eyes have found these words right now. Heaven has been trying to reach you, and Archangel Michael has been standing beside you, watching with deep concern as the winds of destiny move around your life. This is not to scare you, but to awaken you. God says, listen carefully, my child, because what I am about to reveal to you is urgent. There is a great shift that is happening in your life, and what you do in the next few days will determine what unfolds in your future. Michael is trembling with urgency because he sees a shadow forming before you, something that was meant to break you, but it can no longer harm you if you hear this message in time. You must understand that the things that appear chaotic right now are not random. They are signs that something powerful is approaching, a spiritual test, a confrontation with destiny itself. You may feel confusion, exhaustion, or even fear rising in your heart, but God says, do not be afraid, for I am already in your tomorrow. What seems like a tragedy is only the beginning of transformation. What looks like loss will be revealed as divine protection. There are forces that wanted to see you fall, but heaven has already moved on your behalf. Archangel Michael has been assigned to guard you through this hour. He is not merely watching from afar, he is standing before your house, drawing his sword of light against the darkness that tries to touch your peace. The enemy thought you were weak because of your recent pain. They thought your tears made you fragile, but what they didn't know is that every tear became a weapon in the hands of heaven. Every sigh of your heart was recorded in divine light. God says, I have counted every time you almost gave up, and I turned those moments into miracles waiting to bloom. Michael says, Beloved, wake up spiritually, because something is being moved around you. In the unseen world, conversations are being held about your destiny. Some people around you may be smiling in your face while secretly wishing your downfall, but the truth is about to surface. The masks will fall. Those who pretended to love you will reveal their true intentions, but by the time they act, God will have already sealed your protection. The tragedy that was planned for you will reverse and land upon the one who plotted it. You may soon hear news that shakes others. You might see confusion arise in the lives of those who once spoke against you. Don't gloat and don't fear, just stay in prayer. Keep your heart humble and your faith firm, because heaven is testing your response. God says, I am about to prove to you that I never left you, not even for a second. There were nights when you thought you were alone, but the truth is, you were surrounded by angels standing guard around your bed, whispering courage into your weary soul. Michael says the tragedy was meant to arrive in disguise, through betrayal, sudden change, or even an unexpected loss, but you will not be destroyed by it. Instead, it will push you into a deeper purpose. You were not created to live a normal, unshaken life. You were created to be a living testimony that faith can turn disaster into divine promotion. Every attack against you has been secretly constructing a blessing that fits only your spirit. Heaven is rearranging things, people are being moved out, opportunities are being aligned, and a door that was once locked is being prepared to open. But Michael warns, do not go back to what God has already called you out of. There is a trap waiting for you in the familiar. You may be tempted to return to a relationship, a habit, or a place that once felt safe but left your soul aching. Don't go back. That is where the tragedy waits. You must move forward, even if it feels uncomfortable. God says, if you step out in faith now, I will carry you on wings of grace. Your name is known in heaven. This is not a general message, it is specifically marked for you. While you are reading this, your angels are already acting. Archangel Michael is clearing pathways, moving delays, and disarming spiritual weapons that were being prepared against you. You might feel heaviness in your body or strange emotions in your chest. That is the energy of old pain leaving you. The divine is making room for something new. God says, you must pray tonight before you sleep. Speak my name 3 times and call on Michael to surround your home with light. As you do this, I will silence the storm that is trying to form. You will wake up tomorrow and notice something has changed. A strange peace will cover you, and that peace will be your confirmation that heaven has heard you. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. Even when life seemed unfair, heaven was taking notes. The betrayal that made you cry so deeply was not wasted, it became evidence in your favor. God says, I have seen the lies told about you. I have seen those who tried to twist your image. But I will not allow them to succeed. Soon, those who doubted you will be forced to admit that divine favor has chosen you. Michael is telling you to prepare your heart. This week, something might appear to go wrong, a plan might fall apart, a person may withdraw, or a delay might frustrate you. Do not panic. That is heaven's way of redirecting you from the wrong path. What looks like rejection is actually redirection. The enemy will try to make you feel anxious, but do not give in to fear. Fear feeds the darkness. Faith feeds the light. Speak words of light over yourself. God is with me. I am not alone. I am protected. There is also someone who has been thinking about you lately, a person whose presence once brought both love and confusion. You will hear from them again soon, but this time, the conversation will reveal truth. Be discerning, beloved. Not every apology comes from sincerity. Some are sent to distract you from your spiritual growth. Ask God to show you their true intentions before you decide anything. Michael says the big tragedy is not meant to destroy your life but to destroy the old version of you that was afraid to believe in miracles. You are entering a new era where your prayers will begin to manifest faster. You will notice divine coincidences, numbers repeating, songs playing that speak directly to your soul, strangers offering words that feel too precise to be random. These are confirmations that heaven is aligning everything for your highest good. God says, when you feel the fear rise, remember that I am stronger than any darkness. When the world shakes, remember that your foundation is eternal. I am sending you help through unexpected sources. You may receive a call, an opportunity, or even a message that changes your path for the better. Take it seriously. It is part of the divine plan. Do not isolate yourself in sorrow. Speak life over yourself every morning. Say, God's plan for me is unfolding perfectly, and I am safe under His light. That statement creates a shield around you stronger than any weapon formed against you. Michael is now lifting a heavy energy off your shoulders. You might even feel a tingling warmth, or a sense of release. That is not your imagination. That is divine healing taking place. The pain that followed you for years is finally being released because it has fulfilled its purpose. You had to walk through the fire so that you could become unburnable. God says, soon, you will understand why you had to lose what you lost. The tragedy you feared most will turn into testimony. The delay you complained about will become the door to abundance. You will stand in awe, realizing that everything you thought was falling apart was actually falling into divine order. Archangel Michael pleads with you, stay close to prayer in this season. Don't let anger or fear guide your decisions. When things around you shake, breathe and whisper, God, I trust you. That single phrase moves mountains in the unseen. There are also people who will try to come back into your life pretending to need your help. Be careful. Some of them are being used by darker forces to drain your energy or mislead you. You can be kind without giving away your peace. You are no longer responsible for fixing everyone. You are being called to protect the peace that heaven gave you. A great revelation is coming soon. Something hidden will be brought into the light. You will hear words that confirm what your spirit already knew. When that happens, do not react with rage. Smile gently and say, "God, I understand now." Then walk away gracefully. The truth will defend you more powerfully than any argument. God says, "I am training you to stand still while I fight for you." The tragedy that tried to visit your door will find it sealed. The angels have already marked your home with divine light. You will sleep and wake safely, even when others around you are troubled. Your peace will confuse your enemies because they won't understand how you're still standing after everything you've endured. Beloved, heaven is not asking you to be perfect. Heaven is asking you to be willing. Willing to trust when you can't see, to love when you've been wounded, to believe even when life feels uncertain. That willingness opens the door for miracles. Michael says he has been battling on your behalf. There were 3 attempts, spiritual attacks, that tried to reach you in the past week. Each time, they were intercepted. You were protected even when you didn't know it. Now, you must cooperate with heaven by protecting your own energy, avoid arguments, stay away from gossip, and keep your focus on light. God says, "Soon, I will surprise you with a turnaround so sudden that you will cry tears of joy." What the enemy meant for tragedy will become your breakthrough. The divine is writing your name on blessings you thought you lost. As you finish reading this, know that this moment is sacred. Heaven has paused for you. Michael is standing beside you, his hand over your shoulder, whispering courage into your heart. You are safe. The storm will pass. The tragedy will be transformed. God will be with you every step, shielding you, guiding you, and preparing you for the beautiful destiny that awaits beyond this trial. Beloved child of heaven, listen carefully to what is being whispered into your spirit right now. Do not turn away, do not delay, because this message did not find you by accident. It was carried through realms of light and shadow, through winds and fire, through the tears of angels and the heartbeat of Archangel Michael himself. Heaven has chosen this moment, this exact breath in time, to reach you. And what I am about to tell you, you must take seriously, but not in fear, only in faith. For though a shadow approaches, though a tragedy tries to form its shape around you, the light of God already stands between you and disaster. You are not alone. You are not unguarded. Heaven has already built walls of light around you. Archangel Michael has been pacing before the throne. His sword trembling with divine power. He has seen what is trying to rise against you, a storm not made of weather, but of hearts and intentions, of jealousy and confusion, of deceit and misunderstanding. He has seen how something on earth is being twisted, how a few dark whispers have tried to plant pain into your days. But God is watching. God is never silent. He sends this message now because the window is small, the hour urgent, and your faith is the key that will determine whether the tragedy breaks you or passes harmlessly by. You must stay calm, pray deeply, and trust that even when you cannot see, the invisible hands of the Almighty are moving everything into place for your safety. Something in the spirit world shifted 2 nights ago. Archangel Michael stood before a council of radiant beings and said, "My Lord, the one you love is being surrounded by unseen trouble. Their tears have been counted, and their strength is nearly gone. Allow me to intervene." And heaven answered yes. That's why you're reading this now, because your soul cried for help in silence, and the cry was heard. Your pain did not vanish into the void, it echoed through the realms until the angels themselves wept. The tragedy that tries to come near you isn't sent by fate or by God. It's something born of human choices, of envy, of words that were spoken carelessly and decisions made without understanding. But heaven does not permit destruction to rule. You will not be harmed if you stand firm in prayer. There is a shield already being raised, a barrier of light woven from your faith, from the prayers said for you by people you do not even know, by ancestors who still whisper your name in eternity. Archangel Michael wants you to know that fear feeds darkness, but faith dissolves it. Every time your heart trembles, say out loud, "God is with me." These are not empty words, they are weapons of light. Each syllable vibrates through the spiritual realm and drives away what was sent to scare you. There will be moments in the next few days when something may feel heavy, when strange energy or sudden sadness may try to sit on your chest. That is the moment to call upon the divine. Say, "Lord, I surrender this fear to you." And instantly, the light will flow back in. Because the only power darkness has is the power you give it. Once you release it, once you choose to trust, heaven rushes to your side. Archangel Michael says you must prepare not by running or hiding, but by standing still and remembering who you are. You are not a fragile human drifting through chaos, you are a creation made in the image of God. You carry divine light within your chest. You are stronger than you know, and the forces of heaven recognize you as one of their own. That's why this warning comes not to scare you, but to awaken you. There is a reason you have been feeling unusual tension or confusion lately. It is not random. It is the signal that something spiritual was stirring. But the story will not end in tragedy if you remain aware and faithful. Close your eyes for a moment and breathe deeply. Can you feel that? The quiet pulse in the air, the faint warmth behind your shoulders, that is the angel standing beside you. He has been following you for days, waiting for permission to act. And now, through your belief, he is being given authority. He is already clearing your path. Somewhere near you, someone has been harboring deep emotional storms. They may not even realize that their pain or resentment has turned into energy that tries to spill onto others. You may have felt drained or uneasy after certain conversations, unsure why. That was the echo of their energy. But God says, do not absorb what is not yours. You can love others without carrying their pain. You can show kindness without allowing yourself to be a vessel for their confusion. Protect your peace. It is sacred. You are being guided to pray each morning before you touch your phone, before you speak to anyone. The first words from your lips should be gratitude, not worry. Say, "Thank you, Lord, for another day of safety, for the unseen miracles working in my favor." Each time you do, you strengthen the field of light around you. Angels use gratitude like a key to open new doors of blessing. Archangel Michael has also been sent to dismantle a plan that would have caused you deep emotional pain. It could have come in the form of betrayal, an unexpected loss, or a misunderstanding designed to turn people against you. But heaven is one step ahead. Even now, confusion is being lifted from the minds of those who were misled about you. Truth is surfacing. Lies are dissolving. Where there was plotting, now there will be revelation. Do not be afraid when you see sudden changes. Some people may walk away, some opportunities may close, some plans may be delayed. These are not punishments, they are redirections. God removes what will harm you before it can even touch you. When a door closes, it is heaven's hand gently steering you away from what was never meant to wound you. The big tragedy that tries to form is not something physical alone, it's emotional and spiritual.